Welcome to 1111, which is a segment from my podcast where I talk about a topic for 11 minutes and 11 seconds. Today's topic is actually going to be about the book that I read for June, which is The Book of Secrets Unlocking the Hidden Dimensions of Your Life by Deepak Chopra. I'm absolutely. Okay, first of all, I really love this book. I loved the first three chapters of this book and the last three chapters of the book. The middle part was, a little a little iffy, if I do say so myself, but I did learn a lot, though. Like, it did teach me a lot. I think some things off the top of my head is it taught me viewing death, how having like a good clear idea of death as it being, not super negative, and just being like, this is my rebirth. When I die, we don't know what happens when we die, but what we do know is that we have this life right now. What we do know is that we're alive right now and that we're going to die someday. So it's like actually being in the moment and being present. I read this during the mountains, while I was in the mountains, and it helped me just be in the present. It was telling me how you shouldn't worry about the future nor the past, because you're disrespecting the present. You're disrespecting what's going on right now. So those were one of the things that taught me off of the top of my head. Like, these are the things that I'm going to take away. It also taught me a lot of the universe. It taught me a lot about how we're one with the universe, how I'm made of the same things as the lions, as the flowers, as the sunsets, as the mountains. It taught me a lot about the universe, which was really great because I love the whole I love the whole idea of like the universe, being me, being I'm the universe and I complete the universe and I am complete, whatever. I love that idea, and this was reassuring me how the universe doesn't have a life plan for me, how the universe doesn't have this sort of like set on stone type of life plan to where whatever decisions you make, it's going to ruin your life plan and whatever. It doesn't have that, and that's what I loved. Like, it brought me a lot of comfort knowing like, hey, I can mess up, I can make wrong decisions, but the universe is going to treat me better. The universe is going to not trip over this, because it adapts and it evolves as our decisions go. So I love that. Let's look for more sticky notes. Okay, we have okay, hold on. This book was a little odd to analyze because it's explained a lot. Like, so if you ever get this book, be prepared to hear words that you haven't heard before. Honestly, okay, out of a rating, I'm gonna give this book like a 7 or maybe like a 6 out of 10 stars. Like, honestly, it wasn't my favorite. I don't think it's one of the books that I'm going to make my kids read. I don't think it's one of the books that I'm like, so excited to read. I think towards the end, I was kind of like, wow, I'm like, I need to finish this book because I want to move on. Because, I don't want to have this like sort of like, oh, you started this book, now you have to finish. So it's like, okay, let's do this. So I kind of felt pressured to finish this, but I enjoyed the last three chapters. The last three chapters were really, really, really beautiful. It was very like, it was just really crazy how this author also really encouraged meditation and yoga, because he's also a meditation and yoga expert. Like, he does all these things. So he was really pushing the meditation and yoga, and I think that's why he was talking about sun salutations, and I think that's really why I've gotten a lot into sun salutations, because of him and because of this book. I'm really getting into yoga right now, and in stretching and meditation and sun salutations. Like, that's like my biggest wave right now. So I learned this from this book as well, and he also has this podcast where he does like a guided meditation, and it's great. So it's like, I recommend that as well. Let's see. I wrote this sticky note that says, not being scared of death, because we are eternity. We reincarnate. We are endless bundles of energy. When you are aware of being yourself without being attached to any particular age, you find the person within you who doesn't come and go. Knowing that you were, knowing that who you were at 10 or 7 or 2 or 16 is still in you, but it doesn't define who we are. Just helps you exist in the present, and it adds to your experience. That's when he was talking about how you shouldn't be forced to grow up, or you shouldn't feel forced to, forget your past selves. And it's like, no, this happened in your universe for a reason. Like, remember it and channel this. Let's see what else. Okay, surrender. This was a step in one of their secrets. One of the secrets was called surrender. And steps throughout your life, example, treating everyone with equality, death is beautiful, adoptosis, for every cell there is a time to live and time to die. Each of us has been dying every day. In order to remain alive, death cannot be our enemy. Just love being alive. Don't be scared to die. Create experiences to give to death. I guess he was really focused on the death. Let's see what else. When we decide to be spiritual, we are working on ourselves. We need to put in all the work. Your task is to make wholeness more real in your life. When going through a hard time situation, say, whatever happens, there is a reason. Okay. Okay, first of all, whatever happens, there's a reason. That doesn't mean everything happens for a reason. No, I don't believe in that, because that would not explain. That would say that the kids dying from AIDS, or the kids, whatever, that would be a reason from, God or whatever. No. What's basically saying is everything happens for a reason to learn, for a lesson to be learned. I am surprised, but this change doesn't affect who I am. Whatever happens, I can't be hurt. Plugging into the second operating system instead of being negative. So basically saying, like, you know what, it is what it is. It's out of my control. I am complete with or without you, and moving on whenever something negative happens is something that he was really focused on. Then he goes, you are the creator of your reality. Reality being your universe or your life. Shifts, being adapts as you do. You are the creator of your universe. Life adapts as you do. When accidents happen, it is no one's fault, but the way you react can change the whole outcome. Instead, try to look for a lesson. See, this is what I'm talking about. Whenever something bad happens, try to look for the positivity, or try to, be like, okay, this is what he was explaining. So it's like, whenever something is going on, be like, what is the universe telling me? Because it's a two-way relationship. You're in a relationship with the universe. So it's like, what is the universe trying to tell me today with this certain of, like this sort of accident going on? Okay. The events in my life reflect who I am. Look for lessons in things you don't like. Allow us to find the world that's inside you. This was when he was explaining how we're experiencing the world, not the other way around. The people in my life reflect aspects of myself. Each person in your life, you have to see one quality that you love and want to see in yourself, and the person you dislike, qualities you want to reject. Whatever I pay attention to will grow. Make a list and log how much time you spend on things, and check what you want to grow in your life. Nothing is random. There's lessons in everything. So basically saying, like, there's gonna be a lesson in a lot of things, because that's what the universe is trying to tell us. At any given moment, the universe is giving me the best result possible. I will focus on what is working instead of what isn't. My inner awareness is always evolving. There is always growth going on. But ask yourself, is this growth good for the chosen path? The direction of life is from duality to unity. I just want to exist, be present, and appreciate the flow alive. That's very important to me, and I think I've realized this with this book. Like, the good positive takeaway from this book is, one, we are connected with the universe, and there are signs everywhere that are, the universe has given us, lessons and signs to learn. Two, our path is not chosen. We can mess up and we can learn. The universe will adapt and we will move on. Three, what else is there? See, I'm telling you, this book is kind of like a blur. Like, it's kind of a big blur. What else did I talk about? Oh, always look for the positivity in everything. You can find so many good things. Not being scared of death. I think this time around, I'm not scared of death. I'm not scared of, having this, fear of dying. I'm not scared of having this fear of dying. What the heck? I'm not scared of dying, okay? Because of this book. I've learned to, really just live my life, set my boundaries, and create a happy life that I am proud of. But it's also taught me to meditate and to do yoga and to really make time out for these things, whether it be 5 minutes, 3 minutes. Some quick sun salutations in the morning is very important. And also journaling, like he was talking about, like, how journaling really opens your mind and how journaling really expands and organizes your brain. So that's also very important. But yeah, I think the biggest takeaways is not being scared of death and living life right now, being happy in the present, meditation, yoga, reading, journaling. I feel like this made me a better person. Yes. I don't think I'll read it again. I don't know. Maybe like when I'm a little bit older, I'll reread it just to remind myself of all these things. But yeah, I love you so much. Thank you for listening. Check this book out. It's really great. I still recommend it. Bye bye.